Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is that time of the month that I love and I hope that you do too. It is time for the Beyond the Pink Door subscription unboxing for June 2026. So I am gifted this as a Sew Inspired ambassador. I have known what the fabric was for 2 months. In fact, if you remember, I got ahead of myself, thought it was in last month's box. And so I've thought about this fabric a lot. So we'll get to some pattern makes, like pattern suggestions shortly after I've unboxed it, and then we'll get straight to the final make, which I'm actually toiling something today. I've made sure you can't see anything. I'm toiling something today that if it goes well, that pattern, which is new to me, is going to be the make that I share with you. So fingers crossed. Or I've got a backup plan. So we've got a beautiful summer themed box with lots of lollipops on. Very timely because obviously we've just had the heat wave in the UK, and this is a full box. Like it was it's wedged in. But so let's have a look. We'll start with the accompanying items. I don't know what the proper name is for it. I'm not very posh. I'll just kind of make things up. So the postcard, which is also covered in lollipops, says June. This is a time for momentum, for steady stitching, half finished ideas becoming something real. That's so true, isn't it? We need to keep on top of those like half done things. Sorry, I'll just get a bit comfortable. My back's aching today. And that's why my back's aching. I've been cutting out a lot of stuff today to take to Thurlow next weekend. So you're watching this when we got back. And my back aches when I cut out. I don't know if anybody else does. So I've been half doing things, half overlocking this, that and the other, which I never do that. I have to finish one thing before I move on to another. So if you've got half done ideas, June is the month to get cracked on, Andrea says, and that's it. So what's in our little bag of tricks this month? If you don't like the rustling. Oh, I don't know. Obviously there's thread in there, I know that. I don't know what else there is. Let me get rid of the noise. Oh. Right, does anybody, I don't know if this was off an advert or if I've just made it up at some point, but complete the same. Love you lots, like jelly tots. Oh, I do love a jelly tot. I might take them away. I might put them in my bag for a little treat next weekend while I'm away. It feels weird because I'm kind of making this up and getting it. Andrea's been amazing getting it to me ahead of time, because I've got a busy couple of months coming up. So thank you. So we have got a like a haberdashery item. I feel like Andrea always knows what we need, and last month, if you remember, it was the chalk pen like wheel. Now I had some of those. I had yellow and blue, but they weren't prim. And I used the prim one today with some navy fabric to draw a dart on. It was loads better. It didn't snag the fabric. Chalk went on very well. And this is also like, you knew that I needed this in my life because I had one of these, but it was the plastic version, and you can't measure up to number 1 anymore because it had an incident with the iron. So it is a metal seam gauge from Prim. So that's the accessory, and that's going to go straight into my little pot that's got everything to hand that I need. So I won't show you the thread because obviously we do have thread. I nearly picked it up to show you it there, but there's one more little thing in here. Oh, that's really cute. So I've got a like one of those folding wallets downstairs that I keep cards in. I wouldn't say I'm advanced in that I've got them written for everybody for the year, for birthdays, etc. But I've at least got the cards because I'm a bit rubbish at that sort of thing. But I do have extra cards in there because I do think sometimes you just know somebody in your life who just needs a card to flutter through their letterbox. This one is going to go in that. I'm not going to read the text out to you. I'm going to read that in a moment myself. But it's a sewing addict card. So isn't that just perfect for us to send a little message to somebody we care about sometime? Okay, let me just pop that down there. It's time for the main event. Are you ready? I'm so ready to see this fabric because, yeah, I've changed my mind. I don't know how many times with what I'm going to make. Okay, we're in red paper this month. I'm going to try and open it so that you can see it as I see it, because usually I waft it across the screen and you see it before I even talk about it. I'm not looking. I'm doing really well. I'm going to open it up. Let's see how well this goes or doesn't go. Oh, sorry, I had to have a look. I was really rubbish, wasn't I? Just a glance. Oh my word. Would you just look? Just look at this. So this is love, 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 love. It's even better than the picture. 2 months I've waited to meet you. It's linen mix. It's a really nice weight actually, because the base, the thread is cream that's in the box. I'm sure there's only one colourway this month. See if I get that right this month. I'm rubbish at that bit. But often with a pale background, it's a little bit translucent. But I think I've got loads of daylight bulbs in this room for filming and actually being able to see what I'm sorting. But I think when that's kind of down on my lap, I don't think you'd need to line this if you wanted to make some trousers or something after it. I think it's really good. So look at the colours that are in. There's so many colours. You've got pale pink, mid pink, dark pink, red, deep red, aqua blue, a darker blue, yellow, a blacky brown, green, like purple. Every time I look at it, I'm seeing a different colour. So I think whatever your colours are, this would go. I'm a summer colours. And this fabric is like, it reminds me of a James song, which is called All the Colours of You. This fabric is all the colours of me, and I like it a lot. I'm going to have to part with it to go in the washing machine. I think there'll be 2.5 meters. Let me just do a quick measury doodah. Yeah, I think there is. It might be 2.25, but obviously I don't know because I can't read the e-magazine. So do head over and have a look at that when you open your box as well, because the QR code is on there. And I always can't wait to read that e-magazine when it goes live. I can't wait to see everybody's makes that are in it, and then I love to see all of the pictures from all of the ambassadors and everybody that starts making and creating on Instagram and the Beyond the Pink Door Facebook group as well, because it's a lovely community. I really like this. I feel like we've been friends for a long time but haven't been able to get together. Lovely drape. Okay, let's run through a few ideas. So some of these are ideas that have been living in my head since I saw that picture. So first of all, Friday Pattern Company Canyon dress, but there's a blouse version of it. That would lend itself to linen very nicely. I've seen some versions of it in linen and it looks good. That was one of my ideas. Then I've got the Emile barrel leg pants, which are from, I think it's Sew My Time pattern. They are available from Andrea because I bought the pattern a little while ago as a PDF. If that name's not right, I'll put it on the screen, but I'll put pictures of them all on as well. So I think any wide leg pants, something like the Sid Graham Lane pants, Pattern Emporium Vacation vibes, the matchy culottes, the free pattern, any of those would look fabulous in linen. If you wanted to do something with a bit more of a fitted waist or a waistband, something like the Peppermint wide leg jeans would be really nice in this. Or what else have you got? You've got the other one that I was just thinking of was the Tessuti Alba, which are also quite wide leg, but a bit more jeans with a zip waist, but they've got elastic in the back. So you've got a couple of options there around like a more fitted trouser. Obviously there are loads of other patterns out there. They don't all live in my head. I only have certain ones that are in my head. For a skirt, I think linen skirts look nice in something quite casual, so something like the coastal side split skirt would be beautiful in this. That's a Pattern Emporium pattern. That's got either one split or two splits at the side, or you can do without. But I think if you're thinking for beachy sort of summer vibes with some sandals, chuck a little top on and this lovely skirt, just let it show off the fabric. Or you've also got the Easy Does It skirt by Pattern Emporium, which is a front facing and an elasticated back waist. You could do a tiered skirt. I mean, I've made the Luella, I've made the Maeve skirt, I love the Pattern Emporium tiered skirt. I think in a linen, I'd be wary of doing 3 tiers on myself. I'd probably do a longer first tier with a ruffle around the bottom. That would work in any of those patterns, or you could self-draft. I think for a dress, well, the one that springs straight to mind for me would be the Tammy Handmade Daisy dress. I think you would get that out of this amount of fabric because it looks quite wide, and especially if you lined it in like a white muslin or something like that, so it wouldn't need to be very thick to line it. I think that would look beautiful actually in this. You've got the new Leah pattern from Tilly and the Buttons, so although that's a top a bit like the Ashton that I'm wearing today, it's also got the tiered skirt version of that. That would be lovely in linen as well. A few ideas there just to whet your palette. What would you make in this fabric? Let's have another look at it again before it goes to the washing machine, and the next time you see it, in just a moment, it will be a garment. So let's see what I make. Hi everybody, welcome back. As you can see, I am wearing my June box makes too. So my aim was, in the end, to make a pair of pants, and I was going to make the Atelier Brunette Emile, I couldn't remember the name, Emile pants, which were one of the ones that I did show you and tried not to give the game away on pattern suggestions. However, I hit a snag this week, not with the fabric, not with the box, with my back. And yeah, I've been quite a bit out of action this week. So by the time you see this, you will have seen my daily vlogs about the retreat I go tomorrow. But as it stands right now, I think I can drive. I've spent a lot of time kind of upright this week or laid down. Can't sit on the sofa, can't really bend very much. So my plan was to make a toile of the Emile pants in a lime green fabric, which I am taking to the retreat and hopefully making, and then make these pants. I didn't want to take a chance and the size would not be right on them, but in the end I had to change plans a little bit. As you do, sometimes you've got to pivot. So I have made my ultimate favourite vacation vibes. I did actually cut out the foxy pockets and the bias binding, but sitting wasn't good at the beginning of the week when I was trying to get these made, so I just went with the without pockets. You'll see them when I step back a bit more. I have gone down to a 12 in these now. I felt like the waist was kind of still okay. I can still wear my 14s, but there's a lot of floatiness in the legs. This is kind of what's been happening as I've reduced sizes. So I've gone down to the 12, held my breath, and they fit fine. I'm really pleased with them. The top is a new to me pattern. I've actually got one kind of overlocked together to finish at the retreat. So I'd kind of twirled it for size. So this isn't an Ashton. It is the Matchy Matchy split peplum tank. I think that's the name of it. So on the pattern there is a seam down the front, which I haven't done on the other one because it's plain white, but on this one it was the only way that I could get the fabric out of it. But actually, because it's in pieces, it lends itself very well to kind of positioning things and changing it around. Because there's not, I don't think, a direction on this fabric, you've got at the back, you can see you've got this peplum here, and you've got a back yoke, and it's a single yoke. You could do it double if you wanted to, but it is a single yoke. And then the front is in one piece, but there's no darts. It's got a slight curve on the waist here. Now on the one I've made, I'd added 2 inches on. I just need to do the binding on that one, but I've hemmed up 2 inches. So I thought, right, so on this one I've extended it by 1 inch. So you can see it fits. This is my natural waist. So it's about maybe 3 inches below my natural waist, just to give you a bit of an idea. And yeah, I think it's going to be quite a scrap buster for me. I want to kind of wear them a couple of times and see how I like it. You've probably already seen, hopefully I'll have had it made, but I've done a bit of an Ashton hack while I've been away to be a little bit like the Leah and the Tilly and the Buttons patterns. So if you haven't checked out those daily vlogs, go check those out, because I'm doing a few new patterns and things on those. That was all over the weekend at the retreat. I haven't gone yet though. So this is finished with bias binding, and I just used a cream bias binding, which is Abercarn's own, and I love this. I've got it in loads of colours. I know Rachel from Stitched Up was talking about not being very good with bias binding. I'm not either, but I feel like because I've kind of said just do it, and I've done more, I feel like it's improved, and I'm not overthinking it anymore, because I think I used to just overthink it, and I feel like the finish on this is really nice. I feel like it sits nicely around my armhole, excuse my wobbly arms, and you've not got any sort of gaping. I don't feel like you can see that at all. Now, I think if I'd done this as the plain Ashton, which I don't think I could have, because I had to move the fabric around and the peplum at the back worked out ideal, I would probably be wearing it tucked in. I think because there are so many colours in this, I would probably tend to wear this with other colour trousers that I've got, because I've got green, I've got pink, I've got red, I've got black. So I think as a top it's going to be very multi-use. I think it would make a fabulous jumpsuit, and the fact that I got a pair of wide leg trousers and the top out of it, out of 2.5 meters, I think is absolutely ace. This, sorry, just grab it. This is what was left. It's just scraps. I do have the foxy pockets still, and because I separate, when I'm making trousers at the moment, I overlock them on the flat. I don't join the seams together. So I might go back into the side seams and put the foxy pockets in, because the way they work is you cut out your curve from your front, and then you lie the pocket bag, it's a single piece behind it, overlock that round, you bind the curve, attach that bit on the back, and then top stitch around the curve on the inside, so you get that nice curved line. I like the look of those pockets, so I quite fancy doing those. I might go back into these, or it might be another pair in the future, I don't know. There are 3 different pocket options in these trousers. You could put back pockets on and things if you wanted to. So would I wear it together? Maybe. I think maybe on holiday I would. Or, as I say, I think they'd be really interchangeable, because I could wear any colour of top with the trousers, any colour t-shirt, and vice versa. So I think as separates they work really, really well. There's lots of other camis and things you could make, isn't there, as well. So I did this in a medium. I seem to be a medium top and bottom in matchy matchy. And this one maybe is a slightly looser fit in the linen than the other one. The other one's linen, but it's not as soft, it's not as loose a weave. I will get some pictures, because let's see if I can angle you down, but I will get some pictures. But the weather's pants, and don't even look at my floor, because hoovering's not an option there. You can see it a little bit better there. So there's my natural waist. I've adjusted this pattern to my regular rise, so I've lowered the front rise slightly and raised the back rise slightly to fit my measurements. And you can kind of see they're sitting really nicely across my bottom, and I do like where this sits. It's level, but I feel like when I put it on, it's naturally draping a little bit lower at the back, and I'm okay with that. Let me just move you back up. So let me know what you're thinking of making with your fabric. I'm really interested. I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone does make. It's absolutely beautiful. It's sewed gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love linen. I've been obsessed with it this year more than any other year. But you've just got all of these colours to choose from in terms of what you wear with it, which I think is just so fabulously flexible. So thank you, Andrea, for another amazing box. I'm going to sign off now, and I look forward to seeing all of your gorgeous makes. See you soon.